Welcome now to part 2 of your Giftedness Profiles as a Discovery Option. And the second profile that I want to talk to you today about is the Strengths Finder 2.0 report put out by Gallup. Now this is a little bit different than the one that you've done before, and the reason behind this focuses on the style of your strengths, what your natural gifts are, how you are naturally skewed in life. Now I found this profiling tool a number of years ago and have found it really beneficial. Initially when I found it, I was applying for some different types of contract role where I really had to be able to sell and explain what it was that I did and how what I did was going to contribute to the businesses that I was pitching to be working for as a consultant. Now, I don't know about you, but sometimes when you're doing those sorts of things for the very first time, once again, you really don't know strongly and with a lot of conviction what it is that you actually do. And therefore, if you're unclear on what it is you actually do, it becomes very difficult to articulate to somebody else, either in the written form or in the verbal form, what value you can actually add. So I found this, and I find this and do recommend this tool as a particularly good tool when you're applying for new roles. So when you're filling out and completing your CV, or resumes, etc. It's a really good tool for young adults going out into the workforce to be doing as well, because it'll give them a really good indication of how they're skewed and what their natural giftedness is. And that's that stuff that you do regardless, and you don't know that you do. But this particular tool and profile is very, very good at assisting you to understand what it is that you do, be able to articulate it well, and also write about what it is that you do well. Now this report is actually broken down into a number of different sections. When you fill out the profile, the one that you'll get from me will enable you to find your top 5 themes. You can pay more and do additional themes that will give you all of your strengths in chronological order. It's entirely up to you, but this one will give you your top 5 themes. And when you get the report back, it'll share with you what your top 5 themes are. It'll go through the awareness of what they are. It'll give you some questions to answer just to solidify some of the learnings. It'll then go through and give you how you can actually apply these the themes or the strengths that have been identified, and it will also give you ideas for action, ways that you can actually utilize those. So a very, very good little section there, and also series of sections that you can actually utilize within that profile. So let me explain what I've got up here on the slide for you. So when you get your profile through after filling out the Clifton Strengths Finder, it'll actually give you a report that's laid out fairly basically with your top 5 themes here. Now in my case, my top theme is empathy, which means that I have the ability to recognize and sense other people's feelings, the ability to walk in other people's shoes. Connectedness is my second one, and this, it says here, people that are exceptionally talented in connectedness theme have faith that the links among all things. They believe that there are few coincidences and that almost every event has a meaning. So I see the connections between people in particular, so I can sense and see the feelings of others, and I have the ability to walk in their shoes and experience perhaps what they're experiencing in business or in life. And then with the connectedness gift, I have the ability to see the connections between some of those series of events or what's happening in their business. And as it relates to joint ventures and collaborative partnerships, which I've got a lot of experience in, I can actually see the connections between how people can work together. And that's why I'm very passionate about defining what your strengths and values are, because it's actually from that place that I operate, understanding the connections between two people, so magic can actually be created within a collaborative partnership. This also then relates to the third scenario, a third strength that I have, which is the maximizer. We focus on ways to stimulate personal and group excellence, and we seek to transform it into something superb. So when again, with the joint ventures, I can see that two people will work really well together, but it's more than just working well together. What I can see is that their strengths, values, giftedness will actually benefit each other, so it maximizes it even further and leverages it even further to make it something superb. Individualization. People with this theme are intrigued with the uniqueness of qualities of others. They have a gift for figuring out how different people can work together and be productive. So you can see how they're all that natural giftedness is starting to tie in. The fifth one is arranger. People that have this theme can be very organized. They also have the flexibility as well, and they like to determine how all of the puzzle pieces need to be arranged for maximum productivity. So as a quick snapshot there, empathy, connectedness, maximizer, individualization and arranger are my top 5 gifts, and this is what will come through to you so you have a better understanding for yourself as well. Would love to hear your feedback as to how you feel when you first get it back and you first read it. Both myself, Tyson, and a number of my clients have obviously done this profile, and the feedback that I've had from each of them every time is, oh my God, it's nailed me. So it's a particularly good tool. It's a really great tool for us to be able to utilize to work together, particularly in your business development and how you grow and develop things naturally. So it's a really, really fabulous tool to utilize. Now, the next scenario that I would like you to explore, particularly after you've done both of the profiles, is actually look and do activity number 5 for each of them, or as a combined, whichever works best for you. But what this is about, it's a worksheet for you to work through in your own time to help you define your self-discoveries, gain the acceptance and the ability to leverage your strengths, values and giftedness to where your brilliance will then truly, truly shine. So jump on now, the video is just about to come to an end. Jump on into activity 5 and work through what your first impressions were of your profile. And in particular in this area, if you're needing a hand with anything or want to just ask some questions or just work through it with somebody that's got a bit of experience with these profiling tools and business development, then please reach out to me via phone or email. I would love to assist you further. Have a fantastic day. Bye.